Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying the Blendiful by Tati Beauty. So this is the package that it comes in. It says Blendiful on the front. On the back, it's so cute. It says no harsh lines and it has Tati. So I wanted to try this because I thought it was really different. Now I didn't see the video showing that she launched this product. I actually saw it on another YouTuber's channel and I'm trying to think of who it was. I think it was What Would Lizzie Do? I saw it on her channel, I saw her using it, and I thought, you know what? I really want to try that. It's different. It looks like something that can make my makeup application go on a little bit easier, a little bit smoother, a little bit quicker. So I wanted to really try this, and I'm gonna try it today with some products that I already know work on my skin. That way we can give it a fair shot. So if you want to see me try this and get my first impressions on this product, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so I'm opening up the product. So the package contains one Blendiful and one baby Blendiful. Apparently this is what you use to actually touch up. You can even add some powder on this and touch up with powder, or use it by itself to touch up your makeup. So I'm gonna use this one today, of course. I will try to use this one like later throughout the day, but this is what I really wanted to try out today. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Now today I actually saw her launch video and I watched the entire video so that I could get some idea of how to use this and what to use it with. So she does say that if you're going to use like a primer that's a moisturizing primer, it's better to just put that on before adding anything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my primer, and this is the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Primer. This is a very hydrating, moisturizing primer, so I'm gonna go ahead and place that on my face just with my fingers. And it just goes all over the perimeter of my face. Now she does say that if you go in with like a pore primer or any type of mattifying primer for your skin, then you can use the Blendiful with it. I am gonna go in with my e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this with that. In the video, she says you can bend it or you can use it flat. I'm gonna bend it so I can get just like a little corner, and I'm gonna go into the product. So there it is right there. And then I'm just gonna press it into the skin. That went on pretty good. I really thought that that product was not going to come off, that it was gonna kind of soak it up, but it really didn't. As you can see, there's like no product on there. It's pretty much on my face. All right, so now that I've got this on, I wanna go ahead and do like the whole 9 yards. I wanna do cream bronzer, foundation, highlighter, blush, all that good stuff. So let me go ahead and start with my foundation, and I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever Reboot foundation. I actually did a review on this foundation. I'll link it right here. So if you're interested, you guys can check it out. But I'm gonna go ahead and shake it up a little bit, and then I'm going to pump it on the back of my hand. Now this one is a very light foundation, so I'll go in with maybe 2.5 pumps. But we'll see how much coverage this gives on my skin and how it applies. So I'm just going to dip the Blendiful into the product, and she just says to just pat it in. Yeah, that went on pretty nice. Looks pretty good. So far, so good. Take a little bit more. Now she does say that this will actually place the product on your skin, and that this tool's not going to lift it off of your skin like a sponge or a brush will. So by applying this really light coverage foundation, this is a good way to actually test it. This is so super soft in texture. It feels really good on the skin. And it's placing that foundation on so nicely. I'm like super surprised. You know, when you see stuff like this, you kind of don't know if it's a gimmick, but as you can see, this is going on really good. This is no gimmick. I'm telling you, it's no joke. It is putting that foundation on so beautifully on the skin. Look at that. And it looks very flawless. I mean, I really love this foundation, even though it's light coverage, and this just seems to be giving it some really nice coverage. Even though it's still like light to medium, it still looks so gorgeous on the skin. A lot of times when I use a sponge on the center of my face, sometimes I feel like the sponge will actually pull the product off of my nose. As you can see, this one is actually just laying it down really nicely and it doesn't look like patchy or anything. So I use my normal 2.5 pumps. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer for my hyperpigmentation. I'm gonna place that where I normally do. And I'm just going to use that same edge to press that into the skin. Okay, that looks really good. I mean, it looks way better than my sponge. Oh, I love the way it's blending out this Tarte Shape Tape. This is how you really put stuff to the test. When you're using something to cover up like hyperpigmentation or redness, and the coverage that I'm getting with this is not what I normally get with my sponge. It looks completely flawless, guys. Looks so good. So now I'm gonna go in with my Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Concealer. I've been loving this concealer, so I'm just gonna place it on my under eyes. And a little bit here just to highlight this area, a little bit up on my lip, and then my chin. She talks about how you can bend it to contour, and that's what I want to do today. You know, I really felt like I was going to be scared using this, guys, and honestly I feel so comfortable with it. I'm so excited. And I'm just using that same corner for everything. I'm sure you can use the other sides to do it, but I just feel like this corner is perfect. Now I will change it up when I put my bronzer on. So this didn't make my concealer look patchy. It looks really smooth under there. So I'm going to go into cream bronzer now. Gosh, I am so excited about this. I just can't believe how great it works. I really can't. I mean, I didn't doubt that Tati would make a good product, but I honestly did not believe that it would be this good. So here's my cream bronzer. I'm using the Huda cream bronzer. Now I'm gonna pinch a clean side and I'm gonna go in with the bronzer. And I'm just going to go right here to place it. And then on my forehead. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and blend it with the Blendiful. And that is blending it so nicely, guys. It's blending it to where it looks really smooth. I've actually had this for a while and I actually forgot about it because it was in a stash of new stuff that I had purchased, and my daughter actually sent me an Instagram post saying, hey mom, I want to try this new product from Tati because I saw this girl on Instagram and she used it and her face looked flawless. I messaged her back and I told her that I had the product, and I was so thankful that she reminded me that I had it because I honestly forgot that I had it in that stack of stuff. So yeah, I'm really glad that my daughter actually brought it up so that I could use it today and show you guys. So look how beautiful that blended out. Look how gorgeous it looks. It doesn't even look like it's sitting on my skin. It actually looks like it blended in really well. All these products have melded into the skin and they look flawless. They look super pretty. So I am gonna use the NARS Tinted Glow Booster in Tangsy. I'm gonna use that on top of my cheeks, and I'm going to just pump a little bit on the back of my hand, just like that. And I'm gonna take that same corner that I used for the bronzer, I'm gonna dab it into the product, and then I'm gonna place it on the top of my cheeks, just to give it that glow. You know what I love most about this, guys, is I've been using it with all these products and not once has it broken up the foundation or made it look splotchy. It looks really good. I might put a little bit on my nose. I'm gonna put a little bit on my forehead. I love this stuff, it's so good. All right, so now we're gonna go into powder with this. So I'm going to powder my under eyes, and I'm gonna use something that I always use. I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier blurring powder for the under eyes, and I'm just gonna take this clean corner, and then I'm gonna press it into the under eye. That's set really nicely. Look at how smooth that looks, guys. It looks super, super smooth. This is like blowing my mind. It's so good. Okay, so I'm gonna set my face with the Hourglass Veil Primer. I'm just gonna use that same side that I used for my under eyes. And then I'm putting a little bit of powder on there. And I'm just gonna press that into the skin. It's doing a fabulous job of setting that foundation. Wow, I'm amazed. It looks super smooth, very flawless, looks really nice. I am going in with powder bronzer, and this one is the one by Jouer, and I'm just gonna go into that light color, and I'm using the same side that I used for the powder, and I'm just gonna go on the perimeters of my face with this. Another thing that I'm loving so far is that when I put my Blendiful into the powder, it's not picking up too much powder, if you know what I mean. It's just picking up enough to lay down on my face. So I really, oh my gosh, I really love this. I really, really love this. So this is the bronzer. It went on perfectly with this. So for blush, I'm gonna go in with She's Seductive by Patrick Ta. I'm gonna use that same side that I used for the bronzer. And I'm just going to press that into the product and then put that on my cheeks. I love his blushes. So that went on really well. It put enough pigment down, made it look really nice and blended with that bronzer. So for the last thing that I want to put on is highlighter. For highlighter, I'm going to go in with the Dior Nude Glow. I'm going to use a cleaner spot right here on the edge. This highlighter is so beautiful on the skin. It looks more skin-like, you know, like that glow from within look. So I wanted to go in with the new area of the Blendiful so that I can get that payoff that I'm looking for. Yeah, that's exactly it right there. It's very subtle, but just gorgeous. See that? Put a little bit on my nose, a little bit on my forehead, upper lip, and on my chin. Super, super beautiful. So one last step that I want to do is, I love this CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder. I'm going to be using it in the shade Creamy Natural. I'm going to use another clean area on the sponge, on the Blendiful, and I'm just going to press it right there under the eyes, just to give it that highlight effect. Put a little bit on the center here. But that's it right there, just so gorgeous. Oh, I love this powder. This was also one of those powders that Tati recommended. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go off camera, I'm gonna do my eyebrows, my eyeshadow, put on some lipstick, and then we're gonna come back and talk about the Tati Beauty Blendiful. I do wanna mention a couple of things about the product before I get into my thoughts. One is that this can actually be washed with soap and water. You can actually wash it just like you wash your sponges, like with any cleansing soap that you prefer. And it's easy to wash and it dries quickly. So that's pretty cool that you can do that because you don't have to wait and wash it like with your laundry or anything like that. You can actually wash it with any kind of cleansing soap that you use for your brushes or your sponges. Like I said, it does come with the Baby Blendiful. I did not use this, but I will try to test this throughout the day, and I'll list down below in the description box whether this actually worked as well as this. It feels a little more dense than this one. This one is super soft, super pliable, but this one feels a little more dense. So I'm sure that there's a reason for it, but I will be using this to actually, you know, put a little bit more powder on throughout the day, or actually, you know, just powder my nose or whatnot. But I do want to use this and let you guys know about it. Another thing I want to mention is the price. I did pay $22.68 for this. Now the original price is $18, but when you add the taxes and the shipping, it comes out to the $22.68, which honestly isn't that bad of a deal, being that you can use it like for every single product. Because like the Beauty Blender, it's like what? I think that's like 20 bucks if I'm not mistaken. I haven't bought one in a long time. So I do think this is worth the $18 plus all the shipping and the taxes. I absolutely think it's worth it. So now let me tell you what my thoughts are of this product. I loved using this to apply my makeup, guys. I'm so impressed with it. I was so intimidated by this and whether I was gonna be able to be comfortable using it. And I felt like super comfortable using it. It is one of the easiest products to use. I felt like every product went on seamlessly. I felt like everything blended well. It did not break up any part of my foundation when I was applying those cream products on my face. I just felt like everything went on so well. So I'm really, really impressed with the Tati Beauty Blendiful. I'm even thinking about buying a backup because I loved it that much. Now let me just say this, I'm not going to stop using any of my sponges or my brushes. I love different tools for different things, but I will say, like, if I'm in a hurry, this applied everything like so quickly and so easily, and it looked really good in the end. There weren't any streaks or anything like that. So like I said, I'm super impressed. So glad I picked this up. I hope that you guys will get a chance to test it out as well, because I think it is a super fabulous product and it just made my makeup look so, so good. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this review and first impressions. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.